Looks like I'm on. Get my mic up. Our official go time doesn't start for 14 minutes. This is the monthly free lecture while we have a weekly Patreon also. So we often get on early and look at stuff, swap stories, all that kind of stuff. No one's here, so something I don't get to do a lot anymore. Just for fun, let's play Crazy Stone as 3Q. And the focus is going to be, I just think about these players who wish they were 3Q, right? And I'm suggesting it's not hard. So let's have a look. Apparently I'm black. Play our corners, any corners we choose. Now, whatever, I can finish my corner. I like 3-3 personally, but maybe this time we'll take our corner. Awful simple. Anytime I see this, white wants this relationship to work well. Oops, you can't see me. Just a second. There we go. Hi, James. So these two white stones, they want to work together. If I simply approach and white extends, they're perfect. I don't want them to be perfect. So anytime I see that, I hit the 3-3. And I think it's more difficult for white to find something appropriate here. I didn't worry about the result of the Joseki. Just play the Joseki. Well, isn't this white stone become perfect? No, not at all. The Aji in the corner, let's just do it right now. I can play here, which threatens to take the corner. If white keeps the corner, I come out. In other words, I have two moves in a row in this area. Well, it's pretty easy to invade this if it's two moves in a row. Just is not even an invasion, it's just there. Should I do that now? No. If white adds a move here, it's way over concentrated. So whether we play there or white plays there, bad for white. So we can just leave it and go about our business. I can do my 3-3. For some reason, this looks, maybe because I have a position, okay. I have freedom here. I can play my 3-3, either approach. These are all reasonable. I can also attack white, which will gain me profit. Let's consider, this white stone is clearly safe. So let's say, well, white's fine. Why would I attack a perfectly healthy group? Well, the only reason is to get points. Well, we're in the opening. Let's get points, opening points. So hit the 3-3. Okay. Now there's two things to do. Well, three things. Attack white on the right to gain profit over there. Kind of big. White just built a wall. I can extend from my group here, negate the wall. Yeah. Or I can come in the bottom. Of all those, white really doesn't want to play there, so we'll leave that one alone. We can do anything we want. We're just going to go this way. All done. Let's move to number 2, which is what? Here? Okay, now we're going to play our first move that some random 3Q might not. Someone who's wanting to be 3Q might not play this next move. Most Q players are now going to live in the corner, and then white has Sente. I believe we're going to be able to live in... We're actually alive already. But white gets this turn for free, and I don't want him to have anything for free. So I'm going to play once. Now I'm alive, and the turn is Gote. Thank you. I can develop the left a little bit, negate him some more. They're all fine. Therefore, what? I'm going to peep and drop down, just because it's a natural move. Okay, I claimed that was Gote. Let me double check. White, black, yep, Gote. I have another move. I can grow the left. This is a nice little move for black. Gives me a double wing in the corner, but it asks him to secure this area, and I'd rather not do that. I think I'll just start walking up, because there's 2 ways to use this Aji. Ah, now something dies. Too bad. Sente to kill. Sente to kill. Kill the corner. So we just picked up the corner. That's awfully large. And white has a weak group here. I can cut and start a fight. But notice I have this black group here that's plastered up against an extremely thick, strong white group. I might prefer to just connect and stay out of any sort of trouble. Okay, he's still cut. It is still cut. Here and here. But notice I got this Aji. Let's ask white. Now's a good time for this move. If white wants to add a move to clean up this Aji, it is so small. So big move. And I'll just keep going. Now I'm giving white something of a center here. I don't think I would actually do that if it was a real game. Okay, so we have to focus on the center now. I got something really big, but I gave white too much potential. Crazy Stone says is ahead by 7 because I gave the big center when I didn't need to. I gave away my Aji and gave him a big center. That's some pretty serious stuff. So, luckily, we only have 2 minutes to solve this problem. I'm going to start with the cut, see what white does. Then this cut. I think I'll peep. Am I really going to do all this? No, not yet, I'm not. I'm going to come out. And out. Am I cut here? No. I'm going to start chasing here. Okay, white's cut here and not alive. Let's just do some attacking. Yeah, looks like I can't do it. So is white alive? Let's just test once. I may as well test twice. And dead? If white plays first, it's Seki, so this should kill. Oops. Hello. Hello. White's getting out. We need to stop there. So I gave away way too much in the center. I still think there's a chance I might be able to kill. It depends on a few things, but not really. I know. Gotta rub it in, don't you? Don't you gotta just rub it in? So, what would be the right thing to do instead of using up my Aji? I mean, he's got a serious cut. I can just start running out, living in the center. I got no reason to give all that. So that was the big switch. Yeah. Okay. Just in time to start our actual go time. So we all know this is the monthly free lecture. We can do whatever we want. I thought we might like to look at a game. This would be under this one and this one. Okay, share that. So this is a game. Feng Yun, professional nine dan. She's the second woman ever to be to get the 9 dan pro rank, and this is her in a tournament playing a 6 dan. Now she's supposed to win, and she does win, but 6 dan, that's not so bad. And we can see how she did it. So here we go. She's the white stones. Standard stuff. This opening was very common back then, where instead of taking the empty corner for white this and that, and then black has the choice to clean up the corner upper right or start perhaps coming out and pinching, and there's lots of things to do here. Black pinched. Now, I don't like this because the bottom of the board is the one place white has something white can do. White's in charge on the bottom, and we're putting a black stone there. That's strange. All the rest of the board, black has control. Black should go do that. Okay, so this I don't agree with. This was standard back then. How long ago was this? 45 years. Yeah, these were all standard Jisekis back then. Counter pinch. The goal here is to defend the A stones. That's white's next move. Defend A. Well, one way of doing that is by bothering the B stone. Now that black stone can't do much attacking. So helping from a distance. So this would not fit the bill. Nice big move, but it doesn't defend. Okay. It's a chance third line's better here. Guess this is a little more aggressive, a little more defense. More for fighting. There you go. Okay. White continues standard here. Black has this way and take his sente and take sente. That's one pattern. He goes this way, the more aggressive way. At this point, white's about to start some fighting, but white has this gap. So now's the time. Fix the gap. And then start getting out. If we go here first, white can either catch with a ladder or the cut. Doesn't this work? White, black, white. Yeah. This is working big time. We're going to kill the three stones or the corner or something. Yeah. So black plays here. So now this creates the Atari so that black can fight back. So white comes out. Black defends. Once for sente. And then out we go. This all making sense? I'm kind of just breezing along here, thinking I'm making sense to everybody. Okay. We'll continue on for those that will see it later. Okay. Defend the main group. Sente. Out. Out. Very nice. Out. Okay. White's A group. Fine. We would like a move, but we're fine for now. The B group, they're the ones that don't have the base. And the C group. So the B and C are the issue. I might think of this sort of thing. The problem is it's cut and thin. White plays this way, asking black to escape. So white's getting profit on the bottom and keeping black very weak. Makes sense. This is pretty. It's basically a peep, right? So if black cuts, it's just death. Okay. This leaves us with the weak A, and we still want to add a move at B. This first, a little surprised at that. Oh, so black gets this. maybe the idea, this is one of those situations that's hard to see clearly. A is about the AC battle. B is about a weak group. So white says, I now have a strong group, and yeah, we get back to the battle. If I reverse that, if I try to get more here, I'd come back and defend. Oops. So the pattern is get your groups ready and let the fight happen. Took me years to learn that one. Okay. All good. See how this is a slow move? These are really slow moves. So white picks up the pace with the contact. When does one use the Tsuji, the contact moves? Well, when you want to pick up the pace, do something extra. Very nice surrounding move. Notice white's center group doesn't have an immediate need. So there's time to start this attack. And Atari, white finally has an eye and can now get another one on the bottom if she wants. Attacking black center. Cute extra move there. Black can't cut because of the Atari. It's a cute move, doing more than the simple move. I like it. This is interesting. We said a minute ago, when do you use the Tsuji, the contact moves? When you need to do something extra. Well, black's A group is not alive. If we could get out and attack that group, that would be great. So contact. Very nice. So white just picked up a tempo on the bottom center group. White could have played this way instead, keeping tempo on the main group. That's a really interesting choice. There's some deep understanding there. This would be the move, right? Black has to get out. We continue the chase. White went this way. If I was going to read her mind, I studied with her for years. If I was going to read her mind, she'd be saying, oh, either A or B, they're both plenty of fight against C. But my A move adds a whole nother dimension by attacking D also. That would be my guess. Continue this. Tari, and connect, stopping all the cuts there. So, what did white get for all the Tsujis? Well, way out. A is still under serious attack. And I think later the B group can be bothered too. And now white starts in at A by leaning on the right. Very nice. Be interesting to see if white's B stone serves a specific purpose rather than just an in general purpose. When do you do the extra forcing Tsuji moves? When you want to do something special or extra. So white's saying, I'm either going to get an extra big corner or I'm going to get to attack you. That's really insightful, I think. There we go. White is giving up something on the bottom to start the attack. But black pretty much has to do this, or else, if white saves, this is a ko. So black must take or live in ko. So white gets the attack. Pretty serious. No eyes yet. Ooh, a little thin here, bub. See how that looks thin and out of place? This is like the first amateurish move I've seen. Little bit thin, but black has no eyes. Black's stretching to get eyes. Ouch. Now, these moves are sente for black, and then black gets back to trying to live. When do you play the Tsuji contact moves? When you want to do something extra, like attack the A group, still only one eye. Actually, not even one, right? Can't capture that. This black group has no eyes. Contact. Nice capture. Now that, I mentioned that group on upper left could eventually get in trouble, where here's white saving his stone, her stone, as she's saving her group on top. And black says you're right, which gives white sente to go do the next thing. Now remember, the A group is still not alive. So black's weakness allowed white to invade the right. Very big. So the bottom is dead now. A's dead for sure. And there's still a question about B. and then here. And then just endgame, right? This black move, it almost looks like black forgot, but actually this is awfully big. And then that's it. And, oh, the game goes for a while. Okay, good. Okay, well, I like to look over those games and get into the head of the pro, but I can't really do it when one pro plays another pro because it's just too much reading, too many sharp turns. But if they're playing against a 6-7 on amateur, they can play kind of simple. And let's just see what the end score was. How about the score estimator? White by 21, which is just under 3 stones. And that's where I was with her, just under 3 stones. The day she told me, well, I guess I can't give you 3 stones anymore. That made me so happy. And with Jujo, playing with Jujo, I said, well, let's actually put, instead of, studying, let's play a game. So how many stones should I have? Shall I take 4? Oh, no, I can't give you 4. That made me so happy. And he boasts of giving, 5 done, I will give them 5 stones. He absolutely. And he couldn't give me 4. I was really happy. Okay, we have 40 minutes. Is there another game that I would like us to look at? Well, I think this is valuable. Some of you may have seen this before. I think I posted this about a year ago, I'm not sure. So let's look at this game. I played this game specifically to show that you don't need to play the best move. I went against all the rules and simply played good, reasonable moves and not the biggest at all. Just as a point of clarification, well, in the game we just saw, black, wherever it was, white played here instead of the empty corner. Well, the empty corner is bigger, but this isn't a game-losing move. It's not biggest, but it's big enough. And we call that a change, or we used to. So this is a change game, if I recall. We'll be looking at the black stones. And now I'm going to cover up these comments. Oh, they might be interesting to somebody. Okay. I don't need to defend my A stone. White can't kill it in one move. So I took my own corner. So this is an example of, well, you're taught from day one, get out. You don't need to. White played there. That's not a good move. But my move, play away again. And again, I don't need to save the b-stone. If you look in the upper left, those triangles, that's kind of like a big white wall. It's not white's wall yet, but if white does capture A, then it's a wall. So I simply negated the wall before it came into being. Does that make sense? It makes the left smaller, so when white gets a wall, not as big. Okay. I can now live in the corner or negate the wall that white's about to build. White makes the wall. Great, but A's there. So we spent 3 moves to take a corner. Let's do the math. It's just right. So next, here, this is not biggest. First, it should be on the 3rd line. I have nothing to grow here. Notice I left room so I can come down at A if I get in any trouble. That's an extra I. So it's a generally big move that doesn't do a lot. Kick, and we usually continue on with the attack. But I don't need to. Instead, I encouraged him, go ahead, take my corner, I will. Great. Now look at attacking A. Wow, big attacking. But I don't need to. Instead, I create a double wing. Okay. White comes in. That's just poor. It should be, that's easy. This is dangerous and very likely die. Chase, and then just fix myself 4 in a row. Right? Those 3 in a row is not enough. If I were to do something, this is creating a problem for me. So no problems. Now there's cuts. There's all these things I can do, but I just peep instead of cut, and I peep instead of cut. I mean, I don't need to cut. Instead, it's big, and he's still weak. Not an eye yet. Give him the corner. Now here's a move. This is something that's going to lose you the game. This is a mistake. It is not on the list of big moves. It gives white life and points. So I can give away my corner as long as I have a counterattack. I can kill A. I can attack white's group. There's lots of choices here. I choose this way, defends my stone, builds the center, using a little bit of A. Black can do this sort of thing, right? Well, that's nice. So there is Aji in that stone. This is not correct, but it's all right. I don't want white to get A in Sente. That's like life in Sente. So take that away, which kills. Okay. It's dead. I finally start the attack. And now I fix A. I have a lot of weakness around A now. A move like this is creating just to look at it bluntly, see how my group's getting surrounded? It's like not this healthy group yet. When I play here, okay, points, health, and white, of course, is terribly weak. So cut at A, why not? So a lot of examples in this game where you don't have to play the obvious biggest move. You can make creative choices and still do quite well. Now, that's up to 1 Dawn at least. 3 Dawn, you're going to have to start paying attention and picking up some details. And 5 Dawn, 6 Dawn, oh, you have to get the details correct and be doing a lot of things correct. Okay, that was just a little 10-minute thing. We have a half hour. I guess we're going to bring up Crazy Stone for real instead of that pretend stuff. So, what level do you guys think is beneficial? I'm kind of thinking people get sick and tired of watching me play Crazy Stone. I just think it's a great backboard to talk about moves, play strong moves. And assuming we're going to do that, what level? I usually choose 3Q because my viewers are 10 to 6Q, 5, 4. I might have some 3 to 1 Dawn. There's a 4 Dawn that comes. So unless someone speaks up, I'm going to make it 3Q again. And this time we'll play a little more seriously. And I'm going to give the white stones this. I'm white this time. See how there's a hole here, an unbalanced corner. I would like to play in this unbalanced spot. In the old days, this would be the move because we know this is coming. And now that would be probably the next move. But we're playing pretty standard here. And I'm not going to respond. I hate that move. I'm going to play break the board up, touch the stronger side. Oh, you can't see. And no one spoke up. Okay. So we did that. I go to the bottom left. And then I touch the bottom right, touch the stronger stone. And now, and you still can't see the board because of the size. Now you can see my cursor. This side, 95% of the time, is inferior. So we're going this way. And then catch it. And take it. Sure. I don't need to, but matter of fact, I don't want to. I very much don't want to, but I will. Okay. I'm fine. He's fine. What do you do with this funny, awkward 3 stones? Are we weak? I could push him down into it. Let's do that. And I may well want to come in later, so I'm not going to press again. I could extend to the left, or I can extend on top. His group looks a little funny to me, so I'm going to go all the way. And then some sort of fix. Okay. I don't know. It just seems a little weak to me. Okay. There's a cut here, but I'm not strong enough. Almost strong enough. Maybe it's time to deal with his area. Maybe I'll make my own double wing. Is this white group weak? If so, pinch. If not, don't. Weak. If I play this way, that's kind of easy. I'll go this way. And I think I'll connect across. Very questionable thing to do. Feel like I'm going to lose this game again. Black's played too many good moves. And then we got this guy. Man, I don't want to play there. I guess this one's necessarily better. And push and cut, right? Dare I Atari? I don't see why not. Little bit dangerous. There's a lot of things to do here. I should be focused on my 2 cutting stones and this group. So I'll come down. Well, if I come down, there's some interesting things to do here. Tar, boom, boom. Tar, save, white. Black, white. Is there some reason not to? Let's try it. Out, threatening the center. Out, threatening the cut. I do like this Atari. Dare I? I better not. I am not doing well in this game at all. I have a cut here. This should save all my cuts. And sure, while we're here, this is pretty big. And then attack the center. If I cap, black's running out is pretty straightforward. But if I play this way, I don't think there is running out. Really? But if I save, you save threatening the cut. No, thank you. If I cut, Tari, save, Tari, I'm cut. Yuck. Let's go again. I want to surround. Ladder works for me. I hope. Well, this is working out. Hane makes me cut. Hane not cut. Is this a threat? Black, white, black. Don't. Tari here. Tari. Oh, I'm okay. A little thin in here. I could surround this. That'd be nice. And then just finish it up. I'm still not cut. And we're ahead, but not by very much. I gave black way too much there. Okay, I'm fine, he's fine. If he cuts me, I'm going to have to give something up here. This is kind of big, so I'm going to save. Sure. I'm a little thin here, but I should be okay. I'll do a driving to Tsuji to get out. Actually, I could have killed something there, but that's okay. Well, let's do it. Tari. Killed something. Okay. If black Hanes, and I just back off, this is thin. I want to fix here. Let's do this first. Okay. This is important. If he Hanes, what do I do? Well, I could cut, and his stone dies before mine does. Okay. This is true. I don't like the Aji, but seems okay. I'm simply cut here. And I'd love to eat this stone. And if you read it out, this kills something. Can I go the whole way here? If I play this way, what's the problem? Tari. And it's still my move. That's nice. So now I'm ahead by 16. And let's say this was a real game. I'm now ahead. He can't win. Unless this cut here might lead to something uncomfortable. Also, he's still weak over here. So I have some sente. So I'm going to start by coming down, getting ready for this cut here. I'm still fine here. Boom. Let's go. So if it was a real game, I would think about pulling back, but it's all dead. Maybe, big question. Should I add a stone here? It's a big question. I guess not. I don't see an actual problem. Okay, so we're 15 points ahead. We'll call it quits there. And we have enough time to do it again. Well, what did I do wrong? So I'm switching to single move. All standard. See the heaviness of this bottom right group? That really bothers me. If I play this way instead, now this is getting to be an attack. I feel better about that. I don't know. That's a hard question. So this filling here, it's not necessary. This is a slow move. Not sure how that all happened, but the game's weird. Okay, have to start over. Yeah, I played a couple slow moves, and the 3Q just right back on me. Really tough. In our last 15, let's do the same thing, but at 3 stones. Take the corner. Next area. Just play the Joseki without worry. Gote. On to the next corner. Don't have to worry about it. Just finish up the Joseki. Done. And then on to the last corner. Oh, I'm glad it did that. Because now we get to see kind of an unusual situation. Okay. Let me get these in so I don't have to worry about it later. Do I want to grow the top? Oh, he gave me the corner? I didn't even look. Thank you. Well, a little silly. Let's, my mind's going crazy here. Okay. Our move. Am I okay? Yeah. Is he okay? Yeah. What's big? The bottom, I guess, huh? Bottom it is. Sure. I can save it in Sente. I like that. It's a nice strong position. This feels like it already has two eyes. This is black Sente. I'm going to go ahead and take it. I like this. And then what? The top? So this time we're playing against 6Q, and it's only move whatever it is, not quite move 70, and we're almost all the way caught up. Man work really has a knack for getting in the way of my ghost study. Oh, there you go. Man, comma. Work really has a way. I'm working on man work. Man work. The work of the flesh? Okay. I'm going to go ahead and defend my group. There's a few ways of defending it. Getting out is pretty common. But I want to look at saving. Because if I come under, there's a question. If he was weak at all, I could think about saving the cornerstone, but he's too thick. Okay. So let's just get out. This creates if I jump, it creates a snapback shape where he can take this corner piece. I don't want him to. I guess I have to give this area to him. That'd be silly. He's so strong there. So let's give that to him. Not like that. I don't want him coming in. What was I thinking? I'm switching and keeping it. Am I alive? Not very. Wow, that was a huge mistake. Now am I alive? Barely. Okay, how about here? He can't cut me. And there's a monkey jump here, so that's not such a huge area. I'm going to fix this cut, because if he peeps, it just flattens me. That lets him play here. So I'm going to remove that. That mistake was worth about a whole stone. So I'm back in the deficit again. I'm not happy with my corner. I'm going to play endgame to strengthen myself. Sure. Boom, 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 boom. So let's just work. Yeah. Let's do it. I could call it's enough. A little tiny bit of profit. So we'll come this way. And then we'll start coming in. And in. So in the last few moves, I gave a whole stone back, and now since then I've gained 2 stones just by this center being so big. Sure. Just tidying things up so I don't get weak here. And then in, and white's ahead now. So much less to see when he's playing at 6Q level. 3Q, he was consistently, any slip, he was right there to pick up the slack. That was hard. I find if I'm playing a computer bot as a Dawn, if the bot's a Dawn player, if I get a weak group, he'll just beat me. I can't get my groups out of order. They're really good at reading out. Even the, just the one Dawn bot, pretty good at reading out. Okay, guys, we saw a bunch this morning. Hopefully it was a little bit fun. As always, send in ideas. Not too many people do. We had someone recently, and we got to see some nice stuff that they thought, oh, I want to look at this. So feel free to send in comments. Okay, guys, thanks for coming. Catch y'all later.